For the last few months, we've been using a system called Flow, short for Florence, which is a texting messaging service that patients sign up to. Once they've signed up to the system, what happens is every day they receive a text message in the morning saying, "Hi, I'm Flo, just to remind you to do your blood test today." If they don't send in any blood tests during the day, in the evening they'll get another message saying, "Hi, it's Flo, just to say I've noticed you haven't sent any blood testing readings in today. How are you doing?" or something like that. So that then acts as a gentle reminder, a prompt to send it in. I then have access to the results that they send in, so that then when I'm in a consultation with that person, I have that information. The benefit, the payoff, if you like, for them means that I can either speak to them on the telephone or via a Skype appointment, which saves them coming up. Then I have all their blood glucose readings in front of me, which makes for a much more effective consultation. So what I'll do now is I'm going to call somebody up and we're going to have a Skype appointment, and I'm going to look at her blood glucose levels using the Florence system. So this person's name is Yvonne. She's expecting my call. She's actually somebody who is a little bit older than 25, but she has type 1 diabetes and she's been having some problems, and because of that I was asked to see her. Hi Yvonne.
Hello.
So how are you doing anyway?
Yeah, not too bad. I took on board what you said about cutting down the Levermere in the evening, and I've gone down to 5 now. So
All right. And how's that impacted on your blood glucose levels?
much better. If you have a look at, you can see by my results that it's been in a lot of hypos during the morning or afternoons at all. Been really good.
They've gone, haven't they? I can't see one.
No, I've not had one since. To be honest, not one at all. So it's been really good.
So that one there, 4.3, that was before we made that
Yes, yeah.
decision to reduce your Levermere insulin.
Yeah, that's right.
Good. So that's
But after that, I've been fine ever since. So
the way I see Flow working brilliantly is when somebody isn't face to face. When someone's online or the phone, and I have access to that information that I wouldn't have had otherwise, totally supports me in my work.
well, I've been doing Flow for about I'd say over a month now, well over a month, nearly 2 months. And the difference it's made is that it's keeping me on the straight and narrow, really. I'm managing my diabetes a lot better, really, with it. Skype I've only been doing for about 2 weeks, but it stops me because I was coming every couple of weeks for appointments up to London, which is a long way for me to travel. So it both have helped me a lot. I sometimes used to forget to do me blood sugars in the morning and at odd times, but I get up, I've got my reminder, it reminds me to do it. I do it first thing, as soon as I get up I do my blood sugars and I'm done. Even if I don't do any more during the day, at least one's done and I can keep an eye on regulate what I'm doing. Flo's definitely part of our family now. I talk to her as a person, actually. I do. I'm quite apt to want to reply to when she tells me what to do and what not to do. I think we all think of her as a person at home here anyway. I'm not very computer minded, but I've got someone that showed me what to do, and now I'm doing it. I'm able to do it myself now, so I've got no problems with it at all.
What also came out in the research, which was very interesting, their comments were that the actual appointment itself is more focused, less time, and they felt that they had more attention. Lots of interesting information came through regarding feeling in charge, feeling in control, more in control, which I think is very interesting. And that seemed to be around us being invited into their space rather than them coming to the clinic to see us. So for me, now I can have a Skype appointment with somebody, access Flow, see their blood glucose levels It's all there. This isn't to replace face-to-face appointments, it's to enhance patient care. So I may see them face-to-face, and for the next 2 or 3 times that I have contact with them, that may be via Skype, and then I might see them face-to-face. So it's, it's flexible. Another advantage of Flow for the patient is that it will send them advice. So this information is information that we have put into the system. So if their blood sugar, for example, is above a certain target, say it's 15, then they're on the type 1 program, then they'll get a message from Flow saying, I notice your blood sugar is above target range. If you're unwell, you may need to check for ketones. And if you have ketones, text me and I'll tell you what to do. So the information is both ways. People sending them information to Flow and Flow responds. If I've made a change in the treatment, I will use Flow to confirm what I've said. So I'll suggest that they change their insulin dose, and then I'll send a text via Flow saying this is what we discussed. Maybe you need to try this. I think it's important that we come into the 21st century and acknowledge that this is how people communicate now. They communicate via text all the time. I mean, when I see young people, that's all they seem to be doing is this. So I think if we can find ways of working with people that is more about them and who they are and how they are in the world rather than how we are or traditionally how we work, then I think it's worth giving it a go.